Hope you're having a great Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Mary Wasson. Well, today we saw lots of sunshine and a lot of heat across central Texas. We saw highs well into the 90s, feeling like the triple digits, and very little cloud cover. But still, right now, Ida, a major hurricane, Category 4 on the higher end, close to Category 5, with winds up to 150 miles per hour, gusting up to 185. Welcome to the first day of winter. It's the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year when you're considering the sunlight, and it was pretty cold to start the day. And if I turn the lightning on, you can see most of the lightning is confined between Interstate 14 and Youngsport. But again, if you're anywhere near the lightning and you hear the thunder, make sure you're getting indoors. If you're outside, or say your kids are outside playing, maybe in the pool in Salado or even near Gerald, just go ahead and bring them inside. Again, that lightning is close enough. We're seeing some snow there as well. So the temperature profile all the way through the atmosphere is below freezing. And then you get closer to Killeen and Temple. We have that snow and sleet kind of mixture, the wintry mix ongoing there. It's not freezing all the way through that temperature profile, so that's why we're getting some of that frozen precip, and that's the case all the way down along I-35 into Round Rock, Austin, the Dripping Springs area, San Marcos, and even down into San Antonio. You can see a little bit of sleet there as well. And you can see some of the heaviest rain now is still on the east side, around 180, the Homestead Meadows area, and a couple of lightning strikes with that, but again, things have really started to calm down here. Just some light to pockets of moderate rain. We're getting video from West Texas like this near El Paso, where they had almost 2 inches of rain in a really short amount of time, of course causing flooding, as that area really doesn't have much soil depth at all. So most of this just in the form of runoff. Our latest time lapse here from the Texas Motor Speedway starting to thaw out. It was covered in ice over the last couple of hours, but you can see that thawing happening just a tad there. But snow covered, sleet covered, ice covered. That's right. Not only do we feel the cold, but so do our pets. Anything below about 40 degrees, besides a Siberian Husky, can really feel the cold. Anything below 32 degrees, you start to see maybe some frostbite possibly on the paws and things like that. And then anything below 20 degrees, hypothermia could set in very quickly. So here are a couple of signs for you if your dog is outside, maybe on a walk, and is starting to feel uncomfortable. You know, the last couple weekends we were enjoying the nice weather. Unfortunately, this weekend's going to be a little bit hot, but still, take those kiddos out to the pumpkin patch. I know mine enjoyed it. You have Boone here and Zoe, and they just had a grand old time. If you have photos, I would love to see them this weekend. You can find me on social media, or you can download our Spectrum News app and send them that way. So over a year, you can see where we had that extreme and exceptional drought. 58% of the state was dealing with drought on January 5th of this year. Now take a look at where we are right now. Only 14% of the state dealing with a drought. So let's show you our rain chance. 20% all the way through Saturday, and then it starts to ramp up Sunday and Monday. So you're thinking, what's going on? Well, it's August, heading into September. We're in the middle of a hurricane season. We could be dealing with some tropical influence. Yeah, we were talking about an area of low pressure that's not organized yet in the Caribbean, but as it moves across the Yucatan and the Gulf of Mexico, it could become organized. Now, keep in mind, we are several days out. This could change. The track could change. The intensity could change. But it does show on all the forecast models we look at every day, rain along the coast, tropical influence by early next week.
Now to the weather. I know some of you started the day with rain and cloud covers, so we've got meteorologist Mary Wasson with us now. And Mary, you were saying that's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. This type of setup has a really cool name. It's called a predecessor rain event, to get kind of nerdy on you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know, this has happened before. In fact, across Texas, we've had this happen back in 2015, where we had 2 pretty big rain events in October and November. But the setup is very interesting. We have a mid-latitude cyclone, which is just a frontal system. But we have moisture coming in from the Pacific thanks to a tropical system. So both
it's
those,
like the 2 converging.
Yes. So when they converge, that gives us this name, that predecessor rain event.
Okay. In layman's terms, a lot of rain on the way.
Right. A lot of rain. So let's go ahead and show you how this is all going to play out. Of course, we have a tropical system in the Pacific that is named Pamela. It's going to move across Mexico and kind of just mesh with a cold front and a warm front. And we're just right in the sector for the potential of that heavy rain setting up starting tonight through Thursday. Now, do want to mention at any point we could see some strong thunderstorms, but this is really going to be more of a rain event. Welcome back, Central Texas. I'm meteorologist Mary Wasson. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. We woke up with quite a bit of cloud cover, some fog, light showers across the region. And unfortunately, that's going to be the story throughout the rest of the day. Although we'll throw in that thunderstorm chance later this afternoon and into the evening hours. High temperatures around 89 degrees, so we're still a little bit above normal for this time of the year, but most of us will stay in the upper 80s. You have Pflugerville at 87 this afternoon, Killeen and Temple in the mid 80s, Waco at 87, Fredericksburg a little cooler at 83 degrees, and then the Austin Metro, Dripping Springs 87, Lakeway 89, Cedar Park coming in at 88 degrees today. Now, of course, we're going to see the clouds all day long at times, some reduced visibility with the fog and a few of those showers. And as you can see from our Pernalis Electric Cooperative time lapse, it was just a kind of gross morning across the hill country. Now, things will really ramp up rain-wise over the next 2 days. You can see a few spotty showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two later this afternoon and evening. And then we'll see some storms overnight, possibly in the hill country. Now, will they hold together moving along the I-35 corridor? That's the question mark, whether we'll see any heavy rain overnight, but it's tomorrow. That's when things really start to go downhill. In fact, we have a flash flood watch that has been issued starting tomorrow morning for the potential of heavy rain all the way through Thursday. So here you go. This is 6 a.m. on Wednesday. You can see scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two, but those storms really picking up late in the day on Wednesday until Wednesday night. And then here you go. This is Thursday morning. Still quite a bit of heavy rain along the I-35 corridor, and it's going to set up right along the interstate there all day long on Thursday and not really letting up until Friday. So here you go. That rain potential, it's high, anywhere from 3 to 5 inches, not too far west of I-35. Now, the cutoff of the rain will be pretty drastic. I think most of us will see 2 to 4 inches, but some maybe only an inch, some maybe up to 6 inches. So yeah, we are talking some flooding concerns across the region. That rain chance does go away as we head towards the weekend, and look at our temperatures as we head towards the weekend. We are talking highs only in the 70s. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. You can see temperatures even in the morning, very nice all the way through the weekend. We're expecting highs in the 70s, morning lows in the 40s and 50s, and that carries into early next week as well. Now, don't forget, you can follow me on social media and say hi at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you've ever watched The Wizard of Oz or Twister, you probably know there's no place on Earth more associated with tornadoes than the Central Plains. Running from west central Texas through Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska, this is Tornado Alley. But over the last several years, it seems to be shifting to the southeast. In fact, last year, Mississippi recorded more than double the tornadoes that Kansas and Oklahoma saw combined.
I don't think Tornado Alley is shifting, but I do believe it is encompassing a larger area than the traditional Tornado Alley states from, say, Texas through Nebraska. States in the Mississippi and Ohio River valleys are very prone to tornadoes. And in fact, 2 of our largest tornado outbreaks occurred east of the Mississippi River areas on April 27, 2011, and the super outbreak of 1974.
There are several reasons why this seems to be true. Storm chasing has increased in popularity across the eastern U.S. There's better technology with radar apps, videos, and drones. And we've had major upgrades to our radars where we can detect tornado debris almost instantly in a storm. All this leads to more tornadoes being documented outside of the traditional tornado alley. But what about climate change? Could it be to blame?
Yeah, there's certainly evidence that climate change is increasing the occurrence of extreme weather events, including hurricanes, more hurricanes, stronger hurricanes, and tornadoes as well. But I believe there's other factors at play that is determining how many tornadoes and damaging tornadoes we have. For example, urban expansion, which we know has been increasing a lot in the last 20 years, is putting more of our landscape at risk of tornado damage. So think of cities widening in areas that simply didn't exist 20 years ago with buildings and infrastructure. Now, as storms move through those, they may have been in open fields in the past, but as of today are causing tornadoes to impact population, homes, businesses that just simply didn't exist 20 years ago.
So as we continue to grow here in Texas, we could potentially see more damage in our future. It's best to have a plan for your family when severe weather strikes.